safe and healthy. So today we are going to learn a new chapter. This is how your EVS book looks like, okay? So open your EVS books and turn to page number 39. Today we are going to learn chapter 5 and the name of our chapter is water. Water is very essential part of our lives. Whenever we feel thirsty, right? What do? We drink water, and we need water for many purposes. We use water in our daily life, okay? So now we will study uses of water. Now read with me. We need water to live. Plants and animals also need water to live because they also feel thirsty, right? Plants and animals also need water to grow their bodies. Now, uses of water. There are many uses of water. First one is we need water to drink. Whenever we feel thirsty, what do? We drink water. So, first use of water is we need water to drink. Now, another use is we need water to take bath. And we also need water to cook food. We wash fruits and vegetables with water and then we cook that food. And while cooking we also need water. So the third use is to cook food. And we also need water to wash our clothes. We also need water to wash the clothes we wear and wash the utensils in which we eat. And we also need water to grow crops because crops also need water to grow themselves properly. So there are 5 main uses of water. Now look into page number 30. In this picture, this child is drinking water, okay? He has a jug and a glass and he is drinking water. Now in another picture, this child is having bath. He is taking bath, okay? And we need water to take bath. And now page number 40, you have, see, there is a lady, she is cooking and she also needs water to cook. And in another picture, there is a boy who is washing his clothes. The clothes we wear, we need to wash them with water. And in the another picture, we can see there is a farmer who is watering his crops so that the crops grow properly. Now animals and birds also need water. They also need water because they also feel thirsty and they also take bath. So animals and birds also need water. Now turn to page number 41. Now we will study sources of water. Okay, there are so many sources of water. First one is lakes and then ponds. Then we have springs, oceans and rainfalls. Okay? We get water from rivers also. Rivers. We get water from rivers, lakes, ponds, springs and oceans and also from rainfall. Okay? But the water which we get from lakes, ponds, springs and rivers are drinkable. Drinkable means the water is fit for drinking, okay? But the water we have in oceans and sea, okay? Oceans and sea, the water we have here is salty in taste. This water has no taste, but the water which is present in the oceans and sea are salty in taste and we cannot drink them. Only waters from lakes, ponds, springs and rivers are drinkable. We can only drink waters from rivers and lakes and ponds. Water is also present under the ground, okay? Suppose this is a ground. This is where we live, right? And this is what? Underground. This is the ground. This is called underground. Okay? Water is also present here in underground. we call it groundwater because the water is under the ground and therefore we call it groundwater. We also drink water from underground water. We use a tube well, hand pump or a well to get groundwater. Okay? We use tube well, hand pump. We use these three things to get the groundwater. We use tube well, we use hand pump. Mostly well and hand pumps are used in the rural areas or village areas. Okay? We use these three things to get the water from the ground. In cities, water from rivers and lakes is cleaned at places called water treatment plants. This water is then supplied to different parts of the city through pipes. In our home, we get water from a tap. What happens in cities, we get water from rivers and lakes. Okay? First we take the water from the rivers and lakes, and then there is a thing called water treatment plant. Okay? First we take the water from rivers and ponds and then we send the waters to water treatment plant. This water treatment plant cleans the water which we took from rivers and ponds. Okay? So this equipment helps in cleaning the water. And then the clean water, we put water here. Okay? And then this water is supplied to cities. First we put water to water treatment plants and then the water is clean and then the clean water is supplied to cities through pipelines. Okay? Through pipelines. And then we get the water from pipelines through our tap. So first we put water into the water plant and then the water is clean and it is sent to the cities. We supply it to the cities and then through pipelines and then we get water from the tap. Now we have properties of water. Properties of water means features of waters. So water can flow, right? Water is a liquid part. Water is liquid, so it can flow. Okay? Water has no taste. We cannot taste the water. Water has no taste and water is not sweet or spicy or sour. But the water which is present in ocean and seas. Okay? The water which is present here, ocean and seas, the water which is present here is salty in taste, but in general the water has no taste. Okay? Now another feature is water has no color. You cannot say that water has green color or blue color. Water gets the color blue by the reflection of the sky. And if you see that water is in green color, it gets the reflection of the trees or the greenery which is around them. So water has no color, but it gets the reflection of what it is situated. Now, water has no shape. It takes the shape of the vessel it is kept in. We cannot say water has shape like round or square or rectangle. Okay? It takes the shape in which it is kept. If you keep the water in a jug or in a glass, okay? Suppose it's a glass, you are keeping the water in this glass, it will take this shape. If you keep a water in a bowl, it will take this shape. Or if you keep the water in your hands, it will take the shape of your hands. So water has no shape. It takes the shape of the utensils. Now, and if you freeze the water in the freezer, okay, then water will become ice. It will take the shape of the ice cubes. Now turn to page number 42. Now we will learn about how we store water. It is very important to store drinking water in clean vessels. Drinking water can cause illness and stomachache. Students, we store drinking water in clean utensils because we are to drink those water, okay? So, if you want to stay healthy, you have to keep your water in clean utensils, in clean jugs, in clean glasses or in clean bowls, okay? Because if you drink dirty water or the water which is not filtered or clean, you may get various diseases or you may get ill or you may get serious illness, okay? We should always store water in clean vessels so that it does not become dirty. In homes, we should store water in jugs, jar, bottles, drums, buckets and earthen pots. We should always clean our water and then keep that water in the clean utensils, okay, that filtered water. We filtered our water through water purifier and water filters, and we can also filter our water by boiling it. First boil the water and then keep it in a clean utensils or in clean jugs. We should never store water in undercover containers for a long period because the containers which are not covered, like this container is not covered, okay, germs may get in. So always try to cover your container. Keep the water in clean vessels and then cover it. And we also keep water in earthen pots. Do you know what is earthen pot? Earthen pots. Earthen pots are the pots which are made of mud clay. This is how it looks. Earthen pots are the pots which are made out of mud clay. We also call it matka in Hindi. Okay. This keeps the water clean and cool. Just like our fridge keeps our water cool, this also keeps our water cool. And now save. Now repeat with me, okay? In many places, large quantity of water is stored in tanks that are covered. The tanks are cleaned regularly. From the tank, water is supplied to houses through pipes. In many places, in cities especially, the places which has many people, okay? So they store their water in tanks. They store their water in large cities, the cities which has many people, we store water in a tank, okay, in a big tank. That the tanks can store around water for 5 to 10,000 people, and the tank is also covered. So in cities, we keep clean water in the tanks. And this water is supplied to the people through pipelines. Okay. Now we will learn how to save water. Only a small amount of water that is available is fit for drinking. Therefore, water is precious. We should not waste water. We should also try to reuse water as much as possible. Students, suppose this is earth, okay? You only have this much amount of water which is drinkable. And that much amount of water is not fit for drinking, is not good for drinking. This is dirty water. And only this much amount of water is pure. So we have, you can see, we only have this much amount of water. We have less amount of water which is pure and which is drinkable. So water becomes very precious in this case. Water is very important and we need to save water and try to reuse waters. Now, here are some tips for saving waters. Now we have some tips for saving water. Use a bucket instead of shower while taking bath. When you take bath, you can use bucket instead of shower because what happens in shower? A lot amount of water is wasted. But when you take a bucket, only this much amount of water is needed for bathing. So try to take bucket and not the shower. Now another step is always turn off the tap when it is not in use. When you need water, turn on the tap, but when it is not in use, turn off the tap. Do not throw away the water used to wash fruits and vegetables. Use it to water the plants, okay? We wash fruits and vegetables with only water and not with soap, okay? So that water is still clean. We can use the water in other activities. Like we can use that water to water our other plants. And now last one is, if a pipeline is leaking, tell your elders to repair it soon. If you see a pipeline or a tap is leaking at your surrounding or at your home, tell your elders to fix it properly because water is a precious element on earth. So that's all for today. Now we can move to question and answer part. Now quickly turn to page number 43. So first question is, choose the correct answer. Water and mud is used to wash clothes. We use water to wash clothes. Now we get water from rivers or deserts. We get water from rivers. We get groundwater from a well or a sea. We get groundwater from a well and salted water from the sea. Water can or cannot flow. Water can flow because it is a liquid part. We should waste water. We should save water. Now come to the second question, fill in the blanks. Plants and animals need water to live. Water present under the ground is called, the water which is present under the ground is called groundwater, and large quantities of water is stored in tanks. Okay? We should store water in dash vessels. We should store water in clean vessels. Water is supplied to our homes through pipes. Now, turn to question answer. Give two uses of water. There are two uses of water. One is we need water to drink and we need water to grow crops. Now, second question is, what are the sources of water? The sources of water are rivers, lakes, oceans, sea and rainfall. Write two properties of water. The properties of water are as follows. Water can flow and water has no color. Water has no smell. Okay? Now fourth question is, how should we store water? We should store water in a clean vessel like jugs, jars, bottles, drums, buckets, earthen pots and tanks. Give two ways of saving water. There are two ways of saving water. Always turn off the tap when it is not in use. We use bucket instead of shower while taking bath. And see, now you have certain activities to do. Here you can see picture study, okay? Study these pictures, look at these pictures and then cross the ones that shows the wastage of water. And in question number D, you can see you have certain letters in which you have to Name 5 sources of water. You have to circle 5 sources of water. So these two are your homeworks. That's all for today. Thank you.